Well, my name is Gabriel Rodriguez of Team 18, and I'm going to talk about the dialogue of sales cycle. The sales cycle has 10 steps. A sales process is a set of repeatable steps that a salesperson take to a prospective buyer from the early stage and to a closed sale. And the first step is prospecting. Prospecting refers to a buyer who has the potential to buy our service or product or whatever we're selling. And the second step is planning. Planning is done after we identify a quality prospect and before we approach this customer. The approach, the third step. The approach is the third step, and it is the period of time between the salesperson, when the salesperson sees the buyer, up until they start to discuss the product. The approach is the first step in between the salesperson and our potential customer. The fourth step is the presentation. The presentation is our perspective verbal and visual explanation to our customer and our service or product that we're selling. The fifth step is trial close. A trial close refers to asking the buyer to decide to buy, rather than trial close ask for the buyer opinion regarding what they heard so far. The sixth step is determine the objectives. Assuming that the trial close has resulted in questions or objections from the buyer, we now must begin the process of discovering those questions and handling these objections. Handle the objections. Once you have determined you understand the buyer's objections, you only need to handle these objections. Usually, objections should be handled as soon as they are brought up. And the trial close. A follow-up trial close is the eighth step in the selling process. Whenever a question or objection is raised and is handled, it's time to a trial close. As before, the point of the trial close is to ensure you have answered the buyer's questions to their satisfaction. The ninth step is the close. The close is the ninth step in the sales process. Closing is simply the process of helping the buyer make a decision that benefits them and benefits you as a salesperson. As a salesperson, you also should attempt to close the sales when they feel the buyer is in conviction and full satisfaction of buying the product or service, whatever we are selling. The 10th step is the follow-up and service. Finally, follow-up and service after the sale is the 10th step in the sales process. Sales are not about you. It's about you taking care of the customers and our clients. And whatever what happens, we say to our buyer, yes, and the buyer is always right.